Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I'm going to mount this punch needle. This is called Fluffy, and this is from the Old Tattered Flag. And I'm not only going to mount this today, but I'm going to add some rickrack around the border. So I'll give you showing what that will look like. So first thing I'm going to do is take my hot glue, which is barely reaching here. I'm going to just do a little bit down the center and then place it centered on the board. And then I'm going to take my Aleene's tacky glue. So the reason I did the hot glue was just to hold this in place while I did this step. So I'm gonna do some around here and go pretty good around the edges, but not so much that it'll ooze out from underneath and show on the board. Don't want it to do that. Go all the way around there, put that down, spin it around and do the other side. And some more. Okay, so that'll hold that. Cap that and store it. You can see right here, just got a little tab of glue on there. You can see right here in this corner where I had mitered it in a little close. So what I'm going to do is just tuck that back in there. So now I've glued it, and that'll hold it back. All right, so now I've got my rickrack, which by the way, I got this at a thrift store. I call it a thrift store for crafters. It's called Lancaster Creative Reuse. They have a Facebook page, and they are in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So I'm gonna place this on here. And the reason I didn't glue the whole thing with hot glue when I started was because I need to be able to lift this to get, you can see that, lift this to get the rickrack underneath it. So when I do this, I'm just going to barely squeeze just a teeny tiny bit. This is showing. I'm going to lift these little, let me show you. So what I've done is put the rickrack halfway under the punch needle. So I'm going to lift these little tabs right here. Just a teeny tiny little dab of glue to hold it. And it might not be perfect. You might get some of the rickrack showing a little more than the rest. That's basically what you're going for. Halfway under, halfway out. So continue. Let me put a little dab of glue here. I'm going to continue around. It gets a little tricky at the corner. You just turn it so that you have that on the corner. I'm going to put some glue there so that doesn't come off. And go all the way around. So the tacky glue that you had on there is going to secure the rickrack to the punch needle until you get around and do it with the hot glue. But it still leaves it a little bit movable in case you didn't line it up just right. If you all have any ideas of what you would like me to do a video on, leave it in the comments and let me know. I haven't been doing a whole lot of punch needle, which is weird because I have all the time in the world to do it since I can't really go anywhere. Very few places are open. But I've just kind of, I guess like a lot of people, you just kind of get in a slump and don't really feel like doing much of anything. And that's kind of where I'm at. But I think today I'm going to force myself to pick up that punch needle and work on my next project. Because it is very therapeutic. So when I'm here at the corner, you can see, so I'm going to overlap a little bit, but I'm going to snip that off, and I forgot my scissors, so let me get those. Okay. Super hot here today. I just had to turn the fan on. It's like 89 degrees. I have the air on, but still had to put the fan on. Okay, so here I'm going to, can you see? I'm going to tuck that down, but I'm going to, see the original? It has that part sticking there. I'm going to cut that end off so that that ends at a lower part in the dip and not the upper part. And then I can match it. Like I said, it gets a little tricky here where you're ending it, but totally doable. There. Okay. And there it is. And then I'm going to go around, let me back this up a little bit so you can see it. I cut my own hornbook for it. Black on the back, painted on the front to match. I decided on the olive green. It's kind of a darker green than some of my other ones here. They're called sage. So this is an olive green. It's kind of dark. And I like it better with the rickrack on there. So this is probably the third one I have used this rickrack on, and look how much I still have left. And I got this for probably a quarter, 50 cents at that store. So look in the bins at the thrift stores, at the craft supplies, the sewing supplies, and see what you can find. So again, I'm gonna just go around with my glue gun. And I'm going to lift up these little tabs and just put a little tiny dab, and that will hold it down. And then I'll go back and clean up all these strings from the hot glue. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. And if you want to see all the videos I post, subscribe. It's free. And after you hit the subscribe button, there'll be a little bell next to it. And on that, if you click on that bell and select all, you'll get an email notification whenever I post a new video, so you don't miss any. So I only have like one more idea for a video, and that is to make, I have some gripper strips, and I'm gonna make a frame. I already have two, but I like to have different sizes. So I'm gonna do a third one, which is gonna be smaller than the other two, for when you do a real small, like 4x5 size project. That one's gonna be a little bit of work that I just really right now don't feel like doing. But when I do, I will video it and share it with you. So let me know what you would like to see, and if I can, I will do it in a video for you. Check out my Etsy shop. It's priviesandprims.etsy.com. My hornbooks are there for sale. I'd be happy to make you one custom, color and size that you want. If you just send me a picture of your punch needle and tell me what the measurements are. This one, I think I left a 1/2 inch around it, and I hadn't planned on doing the rickrack. So now that I did, maybe it's a little close to the edges, but I like it. Some people like a wider border of the board around it. It's your personal choice. And if you want to order a hornbook, you can tell me how much wood you want showing around your project. But what I'll need you to do is tell me the exact measurements of your punched area, so that then I know how big to make the board. So check that out. Subscribe for free. Give it a thumbs up. And comment. Let me know what you thought. Comment here, not on Facebook, but here on the video. And let me know your thoughts. I think I got them all. And then I just need to do a little cleanup. So again, this is Fluffy. It's an Old Tattered Flag pattern. It is available on my Etsy shop. I only have a couple, so hopefully it's still there if you want one. I have patterns on my Etsy shop from Old Tattered Flag, Teresa Kogut, and also from Thread Zip Bind. I lost it for a minute there, forgot. Anyway, check it out, my Etsy shop. I have Ultra Punch punch needles. I have weaver's cloth for $8 a yard. If you buy the Ultra Punch, I give you a piece of weaver's cloth to get you started, and that's for free with the punch needle. And then of course I have the patterns also, and some finished punch needle is there that I've done myself. So check it all out, and hopefully we will see you again soon. If I figure out another project, let me know what you want to see. Bye. Stay cool and stay safe. Thanks.